Welcome to ZoomInData, your go-to channel for in-depth data engineering, analytics, and modern cloud technology interview preparation. In this video, we dive deep into the top 25 Microsoft Purview integration with Fabric interview questions for 2025. Perfect for data governance specialists, architects, compliance officers, and anyone preparing for Fabric administration, Purview, or enterprise data management roles. We cover seamless integration via live metadata scanning, unified catalog, data map lineage, sensitivity labels, data quality scans, DLP policies, OneLake support, auditing, compliance reporting, and best practices, all explained in clear, interview-ready technical language to help you confidently ace your next interview. 1. How does Microsoft Fabric integrate with Purview? Microsoft Fabric integrates natively with Microsoft Purview through automatic metadata registration and scanning, making Fabric items, workspaces, lakehouses, warehouses, semantic models, discoverable in Purview's unified catalog and data map. Live View, Preview, provides real-time metadata and lineage without manual scans, while full enterprise scans capture item-level details including Power BI lineage. Purview MSI, Managed Service Identity, requires contributor role on Fabric workspaces, enabled via tenant settings for security groups containing the identity. OneLake shortcut and mirroring support extends Purview scanning to external data, unifying governance across Fabric and hybrid environments. 2. What governance features does Purview provide in Fabric? Purview Unified Catalog offers data discovery, business glossary, endorsements, and data products for Fabric items, enabling trusted asset curation. Sensitivity labels from Purview Information Protection apply to all Fabric items, persisting protection during exports and integrations. Data loss prevention, DLP, policies detect sensitive info in Power BI semantic models, blocking uploads or alerting admins. Purview Hub in Fabric Admin Portal provides insights on endorsement coverage, sensitivity labeling, and item inventory for proactive governance. 3. How does Purview support data discovery? Automatic scanning registers Fabric tenants, populating unified catalog with searchable metadata from workspaces, lakehouses, and Power BI items. OneLake Catalog, Preview, implements Purview-like discovery within Fabric, with tags, descriptions, lineage, and permissions tabs for assets. Business glossary and domains organize Fabric data products, supporting natural language search and Copilot-assisted discovery. Cross-source search spans Fabric, Azure, SaaS, and on-premises, surfacing relevant assets with previews and ownership details. 4. How does Purview enable data classification? Built-in and custom classifiers automatically detect sensitive info types, PII, FI, financial data, during scans of Fabric lakehouses and semantic models. Sensitivity labels manually or auto-applied to Fabric items, via Purview policies, propagate classification across exports and downstream tools. Data quality scans profile Lakehouse Delta tables, identifying completeness, uniqueness, and validity issues alongside classifications. AI-powered recommendations suggest classifications, integrated into Fabric's OneLake catalog for ongoing stewardship. 5. How does Purview manage data lineage in Fabric? Item-level lineage captured during scans shows end-to-end flow from pipelines, lakehouses to warehouses, semantic models, and Power BI reports. Live Metadata Sync provides real-time lineage visibility in unified catalog, including cross-workload transformations. Visual lineage diagrams trace Fabric artifacts, supporting impact analysis for changes in pipelines or notebooks. Purview Data Map aggregates Fabric lineage with external sources for estate-wide transparency. 6. How does Purview track data movement across workloads? Automated scanning traces movement from event streams, pipelines through Lakehouse transformations to warehouse, Power BI consumption. OneLake integration captures lineage for shortcuts, mirrors, unifying external data flows with native Fabric workloads. Cross-workspace lineage via shared semantic models and domains reveals movement patterns enterprise-wide. Activity logs in Purview Audit correlate user actions with lineage for forensic tracking. 7. How does Purview support impact analysis? Lineage Viewer highlights upstream, downstream dependencies when modifying Fabric items like Lakehouse tables or pipelines. Impact reports in Purview Hub analyze changes across endorsed assets, preventing breaks in reports or models. Data products group related Fabric items, showing collective impact on business domains. Copilot-assisted queries simulate change impacts using lineage metadata. 8. How does Purview manage sensitivity labels? Labels created in Purview Compliance Portal apply manually or automatically to all Fabric items, persisting on exports. Default labeling and inheritance ensure coverage. Purview Hub reports labeling gaps for remediation. Protection policies enforce encryption, access restrictions based on labels across Fabric workloads. Audit logs track label applications, changes, and policy violations. 9. How does Purview enforce data protection policies? DLP policies block audit-sensitive data uploads to Power BI semantic models, integrated with sensitivity labels. Policy tips and alerts notify users, admins of violations during item creation or sharing. Insider risk management correlates Fabric activities with broader signals for threat detection. Data security posture management for AI scans overshared Fabric assets like dashboards. 10. How does Purview integrate with OneLake? OneLake Catalog, Preview, embeds Purview features like metadata, lineage, tags, and permissions directly in Fabric. Scans capture OneLake Delta tables, files, including shortcuts, mirrors for external data governance. Sensitivity labels and classifications apply to OneLake items, propagating to consuming workloads. Unified Catalog exports OneLake data for analytics while maintaining Purview governance. 11. How does Purview manage access governance? Unified Catalog access controlled via Purview RBAC, separate from Fabric data permissions for metadata-only views. Data sharing policies enforce endorsements and labels before cross-workspace access. Service principal authentication for scans ensures secure metadata extraction without broad Fabric rights. Purview Hub insights on permission distribution guide least privilege reviews. 12. How does Purview support compliance reporting? Compliance Manager maps Fabric, Purview controls to regulations, GDPR, HIPAA, SOC, generating assessment reports. Audit logs exportable for e-discovery and regulatory submissions. Data residency reports confirm OneLake compliance with sovereignty requirements. Risk Insights dashboard aggregates Fabric DLP, IRM findings for executive reporting. 13. How does Purview manage metadata in Fabric? Live scans populate unified catalog with Fabric item metadata, schemas, owners, descriptions. Business glossary terms attached to Fabric assets for semantic consistency. OneLake catalog tabs, lineage, permissions, monitoring, centralize metadata views. API-driven metadata export supports custom governance tools. 14. How does Purview support auditing? Fabric activities: create, edit, share. Logged to Purview audit with full user, system details. Unified logs searchable across Microsoft 365, Azure, and Fabric for holistic auditing. Retention policies align with compliance needs. Exports to SIEM tools. Activity Explorer visualizes trends like label applications or DLP blocks. 15. How does Purview support regulatory compliance? Certifications: ISO, SOC, HIPAA, FedRAMP, cover Fabric, Purview integration. Controls mapped in Compliance Manager for frameworks like NIST, PCI DSS. Data residency via regional OneLake capacities and CMK encryption. Automated assessments reduce manual audit effort. 16. How does Purview integrate with Power BI? Scans capture Power BI lineage, metadata, sensitivity labels apply to semantic models, reports. DLP policies protect Power BI uploads, labels persist on exports. Unified catalog surfaces Power BI assets with Fabric lineage. Copilot in Power BI governed via Purview DSPM for AI risks. 17. How does Purview manage enterprise data catalogs? Unified catalog aggregates Fabric items with external sources for a statewide search. Domains and data products organize Fabric workspaces into business-aligned catalogs. Glossary and endorsements promote discoverability and trust. Copilot natural language search across Fabric metadata. 18. How does Purview support data quality initiatives? Data quality scans on Lakehouse Delta tables assess completeness, uniqueness, validity. No-code rules and AI recommendations profile Fabric assets. Scores and trends integrated into unified catalog for stewardship. Virtual network scans support private Lakehouse deployments. 19. How does Purview manage data lifecycle? Retention policies on Fabric items align with compliance timelines. Lifecycle alerts notify on approaching expiration or quality degradation. Lineage tracks data from ingestion to archival, deletion. Automated cleanup via Purview policies on scanned assets. 20. How does Purview support risk management? Data security posture management, DSPM, for AI identifies overshared Fabric assets. Insider risk management correlates Fabric logs with user behaviors. Risk scores and recommendations prioritize remediation. Continuous scanning detects emerging sensitive data risks. 21. How does Purview manage policy enforcement? DLP policies auto-block sensitive uploads to semantic models. Sensitivity label policies enforce mandatory classification. Policy tips guide users during creation. Overrides require justification. Audit trails validate enforcement effectiveness. 22. How does Purview support cross-cloud governance? Unified Catalog spans Azure, AWS, GCP, SaaS via connectors, scans. Fabric shortcuts bring external data under Purview governance. Multi-cloud lineage traces hybrid flows. Consistent labels, policies across environments. 23. How does Purview integrate with CI/CD pipelines? Metadata APIs enable pipeline scans for quality, lineage checks. Deployment gates validate endorsements, labels before promotion. Git integrated Fabric items scanned post-merge. Purview SDK automates classification in DevOps workflows. 24. How does Purview help in data stewardship? Data products assign stewards to Fabric domains, groups. Quality scores and lineage empower proactive remediation. Glossary stewardship ensures term consistency. Usage analytics guide prioritization. 25. What are best practices for Purview integration? Enable tenant settings for Purview MSI. Scan workspaces incrementally for performance. Mandate sensitivity labels with default policies. Use Purview Hub for coverage monitoring. Build data products in domains with stewards. Integrate quality scans in pipelines. Leverage lineage for impact analysis. Align retention with compliance via regular audits. Thank you for watching. If this video helps you prepare for your Microsoft Fabric interview, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your network. Don't forget to subscribe to ZoomInData and hit the bell icon for more in-depth data engineering, analytics, and cloud technology interview prep videos every week. Drop your questions or topic requests in the comments. Let's zoom in on your success together.